You're the color in my dream, my shooting star and my moonbeam, the ocean to my lonely stream, the movie to my only scene. Say the word and we'll jump that midnight train.
Good morning.
If only every moment in school could be so sweet.
How's it going? Are you having a wonderful day? Yeah? Are you gonna have a wonderful rest of your day? Okay, good.
If only every moment in school could be this perfect setting to send your precious little ones so they can thrive.
1, 2, eyes on you.
This time,
It's what we all want, right? A place for them to learn, a place where teachers are left just to teach, the principal left to just do his or her job of running the school, a place for our kids to focus with no distractions.
Since this morning with me, it's just escalated.
But when those distractions happen,
This is Bow Tie Friday, and Bow Tie Friday was created to meet the needs of all students. Specifically, these kids here all individually had different behavior problems on top of academics. And for some of them, their behavior was more glaring than academics. So we created this group where the gentlemen would get to meet, talk about their feelings once a week.
So sometimes, right, we get upset. Sometimes we kind of like get escalated.
And we would have a combined effort where the students would kind of support each other on the playground and then come in and talk about and problem solve.
Y'all wear the bow ties or what?
Well, we had to make it cool and we had to make it manly.
Everyone take a deep breath. Roll it out. Give me a wolf howl. Fist in the middle. Come together, you guys.
Part of our unique approach to making sure that these kids are taken care of as a whole.
Your daughter hit another kid. Your daughter knocked a chair to the floor. I'm like, wow, that's not my baby.
She was kicking students, she was throwing chairs, she kicked the teacher a couple times. She would throw her pencil, she would fall on the floor and roll around on the rug and just otherwise throw a tantrum.
You happy today is Friday?
No,
Yes, you are. You know what happens on Friday.
no.
and you know, all was okay with Tynice and her mom.
Yay!
Yeah.
Until Tynice's dad left home suddenly 2 years ago, and she wasn't able to see her father anymore. How bad did it get?
But the more phone calls I got, that's when I started getting worried.
Tynice's was intense. She came into a mainstream kindergarten classroom with having us as a school having no idea what to expect, just expecting her to be as every other kindergartner, nervous and scared for the first day of school. And we found that she came with a lot more than that. She had a lot of meltdowns in class.
It was bad. It was a daily thing. Before 9 o'clock, almost every day, Tynice was in the office. Tynice's teacher would bring her down. Tynice is looking sad, her head is down because she knew she had done something that was unacceptable.
Couldn't work, I was getting phone calls at work.
What does a mother feel?
It's an unbelievable feeling. You feel helpless, you don't know what to do, you don't know what to say, you're apologizing for your kids.
Wouldn't it be helpful if there's a place these kids can immediately go, still in the school setting, but removed from the classroom?
As a teacher, you don't always know the kinds of strategies that you need to try. You do your best, you research, you look things up.
And the word can't, unfortunately, became a very common part of our vocabulary.
What's working? It's not magic. It's called Seneca's All In, the CEO for Oakland's charter school group, Education for Change.
What we are getting now in terms of support for those kids, the level of counseling and mental health support we get, just the amount of intervention we get, the coordination of those services, I mean, it is 10 times more than what we had before in resources for the same amount of money. And our goal is to serve all the children here.
The difference with Seneca is that we work in teams, and the teams work together with existing staff and administration. And so we can really all see all aspects of a child's needs and serve those needs together.
Real teamwork between the Seneca staff and the staff at the Education for Change charter schools. They teamed up as partners, the visionaries of All In, the school directors, the teachers, and the intervention specialists at each level, at each school. When there's a full partnership involved, there's a Seneca staff member with a school staff member as a team on the campus working as one.
This is a unique partnership, and I think the idea is original in the sense of the level and depth of the partnership and integration.
Since we've started the partnership with Seneca, we have a true partnership. We have a group of people that come here every day looking to do whatever they can to help support our kids in whatever way they need. Not just what they qualify for, but truly what they need. And it's made a big difference.
So unconditional education for us means that we don't accept or expect any student to make less progress than we know they're capable of.
The approach is that when we partner with a school, that we're a comprehensive solution that crosses mental health, special education, even social services and juvenile justice if that's necessary.
I think the biggest piece is that we are full partners. So we sit at the same table to have conversations about kids, and we're not just brought in when something has happened. We've broken down those traditional walls in schools. We sit at the same table to have conversations about students and families. We sit at the same table to celebrate successes that happen.
So we're talking about Lamarian.
You know, we do all of that co-creation of plans and that co-planning together.
Coordination of service team, which is the whole school represented at the table, from principals, resource specialists, general ed teachers, speech therapists, counselors, and then a teacher who is presenting a student at the time.
She then would not let him join once she found out that they had a spot, so she agreed to after school, but then she didn't let him go.
Teachers walk away with either strategies, information, we call it our action commitments.
Then we'll read together. We're just going to do the first part.
That model is not at every school. And that's what makes this partnership unique, is that we have that model where we have costs, where we sit around the table.
What we do that is different is that we create a full partnership between a community-based organization and a school. Schools are the places that kids and families go to every day. They're the hearts of the community.
We have a kid who's not performing at grade level. We can come together and figure out a number of different things we can do in the classroom to help that child. When it came to social or behavioral issues, we weren't as efficacious, right? And there weren't necessarily people for us to go to figure out what could we do.
What we've done in this partnership is bring those resources here and bring together a multidisciplinary approach to meeting students' needs at school, their families' needs at home.
They treat kids the way they think they need to be treated. They need to help them. I told her, I don't want you to work like where I'm working at. I want you to be something in this life. I want you to be somebody. I want you to be probably the first woman president.
For her little 7-year-old Estella, Martha Palacios dreams of much more for her than working at Jack in the Box like she does now in Oakland.
I know that Estella needs a lot of help.
Hi, good morning, Martha.
Become a part of the community. So that's one key difference is when you walk our campuses, you really can't distinguish the Seneca staff from the Education for Change staff, because it really is about the partnership, right? And so they really walk in and become a part of the team.
So Seneca does push-in and pull-out services. So we have specialists that work in the classroom to see how these students learn best, who are below benchmark and also have behavior problems. So they'll go in and work with the general education teacher, making special plans.
They don't come in and say, do this, and here's the answer, but they really want to stop to understand the team, the culture of the school, and integrate themselves into that culture.
As a teacher, it lets me focus on a small group of students at times, large group of students at times, but it takes the one-on-one and it takes that off my shoulders so much.
We've done a number of teacher surveys and interviews that indicate that teachers feel a greater level of support and they actually feel more efficient.
Are supported emotionally, physically, socially, emotionally, and Seneca can provide that.
It's caused very much a mind shift with my existing staff toward this frame of mind where every child is a child who we serve, and we just have to figure out the best way to do it.
Can you do half the fourth, and we do half the fifth, and you do half the fifth? Yep.
Okay.
So we can do...
And this is actually about serving all children more effectively and supporting teachers to be more effective and actually making the school, shifting the school from we deliver curriculum to we educate and empower children.
And a lot of times the kids know exactly what it is they need, and they just need help. They just need people to listen.
They feel like my family, and then this is important for us.
Hugely important to me to make sure that the families feel invited and encouraged and valued.
Even the dad stopped by, you know, he pitched in, I pitched in, we all pitched in. Teamwork.
So far, I have no complaints. Now she's getting more help. Now I am so happy.
Seneca came in, and I think she felt a sense of relief.
She's getting more help. She's getting more time with her. She's at least 35 minutes, 30 minutes, but she's having reading, writing, math, speaking, and there's another one that but she's mostly out of the classroom. She's never in the class. They pull her out every like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 times a week.
Right away, we were in contact with her, and she'd come in for meetings, come in to watch and make sure her daughter is doing well in school.
They work as a team. They talk to each other. The teacher and the therapist talk to each other. If Estela needs more help in reading, writing, or speaking, they'll help her more.
Oh, I feel so much better. Lots of joy, peace of mind. That's real good for me.
All In is it. All In is it for sure. All In not only helped my teachers, and not only helped me, and not only helped Tynice, but it helped Tynice and her family. I think that's, again, what sets All In apart from the traditional special ed model, is that all people, all of the members of that child's life are in it.
And Ken Barrick, CEO of Seneca's family of agencies, believes what can be done, what really works, it's when a school commits to not giving up, but teaming up.
Teamwork!
Is every child, every day. We're not going to give up.
You're the color in my dream.